Brihad Aranyak Upanishad is one of the ancient and major Upanishad which comes from Yajur Veda. It starts with saying that in the beginning there was only Atman. Since he was alone, that's why he is called Purusha. In the another hymn, it says just like जैसे सारी नदियाँ सागर की तरफ जाती है, just like all the sound merges in our ears, just like all the thoughts merges in our mind, and just like salt is present everywhere in the sea water, same way Brahman or God pervades everything in the world. This Upanishad is mainly a discussion between Rishi Yagnavalkya and his wife Maitreyi. Here Yagnavalkya is a guru and Maitreyi becomes his disciple. Yagnavalkya is one of the very prominent seer in the Vedic literature. उनके बारे में बहुत सारी स्टोरीज है. He was very very intelligent. There is एक उल्लेख है रामायण में भी, जो सीता के फादर होते हैं किंग जनका, उन्होंने ही यूज्ड टू ऑर्गेनाइज धर्म सभा. धर्म सभा उस ज़माने में ऐसे होते थे कि जहाँ पे सारे पंडित, ऋषिज, ऑल दोज इंटेलिजेंट पीपल come together and they used to debate on different topics related to Vedic शास्त्रार्थ भी बोलते हैं उसको. Now he organized a Dhamma Sabha and announced a prize money of 1000 cow जिनके सिंग गोल्ड से मड़े हुए हों, you know, gold amalgamated horns, 1000 cow. So पूरे देश से across the country many people came to participate in that Dhamma Sabha. ऋषि याज्ञवल्क्य ऑलरेडी धम्म सभा शुरू हो गया था, दोपहर का वक्त था. ऋषि याज्ञवल्क्य रीचेस देयर एंड द्वारपाल को बोलते हैं कि वाई आर punishing these cows, let them go to my ashram because they seem to be thirsty and hungry. And जहाँ तक competition का सवाल है, that is anyway I'm going to win. So that was the level of his confidence, and as he said he won the competition. So वैसे उनके पास बहुत, he was a very rich saint at those times. Gradually he became old when he reaches near the time of death. उनकी दो वाइफ होती हैं, एक का नाम होता है मैत्रेयी, दूसरी का नाम होता है कात्यायनी. सो इस पर आश्रम धर्म at the death the rishis has to go to the Aranyak. So he calls, दोनों वाइफ को बुलाता है, बुला के बोलता है I am giving away my property to you equally in two of you and I am going to forest. कात्यायनी ने तो कुछ बोला नहीं, but Maitreyi raised this question कि can I ask you Swami, what will I do with this property in your absence, and also tell me one thing, even if I get entire wealth of this earth, can I buy immortality? So indirectly what she was asking, whatever you are giving to me, is it permanently going to stay with me? And the answer was no. So she requests Rishi Yagnavalkya, you teach me or you give me something which will lead me to immortality. Then these hymns or sutras were given. These sutras are very famous, probably you have heard it. Ashato ma shadgamaya, from asat means unreal to real. Asato ma sadgamaya, from Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya, from darkness to light. Mrityur ma amritam gamaya, from death to immortality. Here it says what is asat, what is unreal. They say that anything that is temporary is unreal, anything that is eternal is real. So what is that eternal within us is the soul. So when we identify ourselves anything what is temporary, that is, we are being unreal somewhere. And the second line, as it says, Tamaso ma Jyotirgamay, here tamas also represents ignorance, from ignorance to knowledge. This line is mentioned in many of the schools and universities also, Tamaso ma Jyotirgamay. So from ignorance to light. And as we also know that soul represents the light also, light aspect also. And he also says, Mriturma Amritam Gamaya, from death to immortality. What is immortal? Like in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yah enam ajam abhayam. This is nor dies, neither takes birth. So it's like he says to Maitreyi, Maitreyi, meditate on this. And whatever you meditate, you become that. In the second hymn, in another part, very interesting thing he communicates to Maitreyi. Maitreyi, you love me not because I am your husband. You love me because you are a soul. He gives many examples. There are examples. These are commentaries by Swami Vivekananda. He gives many examples like a children, like a son loves his father, not because it's his father, because the son is a soul. The same way he says the mother loves his children, not because it's her children, it is because the mother is a soul. Here two things can happen. Either the person knows that he is a soul, or the person doesn't know that he is a soul. If a person knows that he is a soul and then he loves, that love takes him towards freedom. And if a person loves without knowing that he is a soul, that love takes him towards bondage. I think this sutra has touched me very well. So again, Maitreyi asks, how can I realize the self, or how can I know the soul within? Jagnavalkya says, talk about it, hear about it, reflect upon it, and meditate upon it. So this is the way to soul, or the way to recognize that immortal being within us, which is a part of God, is what is Tamaso Jyotirgamay. Another teaching here is like it shows the futility of material wealth. I would like to mention here what our teacher Master Chuakoksui says. We must remember that we are not the body, we are the soul, but we also need material wealth for the survival, for the existence of the physical body. But after that, we cannot take that to our inner world, the bank account, passbook, money and everything. But that material wealth can be used to produce spiritual wealth, which can accelerate our spiritual growth. How can we utilize that material wealth? It is by doing good karma. Loko upakarena. This is what in Karma Yoga Krishna also says. So with this, I stop here. This is all about Brihad Aranyak Upanishad in short. In next video, we'll come up with one new, another Upanishad. Please share your feedback. Thank you for listening. Atma Namaste.